Okay, so go ahead, open the CMD under the basic folder. And code space dot enter VS Code will open. Code space dot press enter. In your computer, if Visual Studio is there, it will get open automatically. Open VS Code. So hope your VS Code editor is open. Next, after that, in this we have reached a loop, do while for loop. Okay. Next, after that, we are going to learn the function, how to write our own function. After learning the function, we will come to the array. So create the next file, give file name function1.js. 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 Come inside the function1.js. Write a comment here, how to write function. So function we can write in this way. Call function name. Function name. After that, this is called your curly bracket. Inside now you will write the statement. Okay, hope ready. Come down below, write a statement, example, Suppose we write a function name. Function name you can give as a 1. Then after come inside console.log. This is function 1. This is function 1. Function 1. Write again. Come down below. Write one more function. Function 2. Write inside if variable a equal to 100 and if variable b equal to 200. Now you will do variable c equal to a plus b. Console.log the addition is C. The addition is C. Write these two functions, then we'll run it. Okay, hope written. Come down below. Now we need to call the function 1 and again call the function 2. Function 1 and function 2. So this is called function definition. Here you define the function, you wrote the description of the function, what function will do, and here you are calling the function. Function is used, like suppose here you have written 10 and 10. You are doing the addition of both the number, how much? 100 and 200. If you want this addition 10 times, what you have to do? You have to call 10, you have to write 10 times or not? Suppose if you want to display the addition of 100 and 210 times in your project, you have to write all the times. But here instead of writing all the times, look at here. We wrote a function once. We wrote the statement inside a, b, and addition of a and b, c. Now that function we are calling here, see how many times? Many times. Call is a write once and use many times. Write once and use many times. That is the meaning of function. We wrote one place and we are going to use many places. We wrote one place and we are going to use many places. That is called the meaning of function. Write once and use many times. Right after writing, let us come to the browser, not browser, in the CMD. In CMD, you will write again node space function 1.js and enter. So it will print 300, 300, 300 many times. You can see. It is going to print many times. Ready? Next, after that, is it printing or not? Printing. Printing. No. See it again. Working. Okay. So next, after that, in this file, what we got idea? In this file, we got idea a function how we are writing here. I wrote one and here I call many times. So 300, whenever the function one you will call, it will take the 100, 200, do the addition of 100 and 200, and finally do the what? The addition is 300 every time. Whenever you call the function one, it will give the addition is 300. Then question is why we are writing the function? Because function says like if you have a project, inside the project, similar task we are repeating again and again. You want similar kind of functionality again and again. You have to write again and again. So in that case, follow a method, create a function, follow a method, create a function, and based on that, what you do is, based on that, you write the functionality, whichever the functionality you want, one to many, write once and use many times, implement under the function, wherever you need, call this function, wherever you need, call the function. Okay, so go ahead next. Next, we are going to write another file. Leave this file, let's come create another file. Create another file, function 2.js, function 2.js. Function 2.js. Under the function 2.js, you will be following here, see this way. Again, I'll write a function called city list. City list. Come inside and console.log Bangalore / Mumbai / okay, or let me write console.log many times. No problem, I will write console.log many times. It should not feel overload. Bangalore then call Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, something. Bangalore, Mangalore, Pune, Pune, Kolkata, Chennai, Delhi. Okay, ready? Now come down. Now call this function. Call city list. Once we call the city list, it will give all the city names. Okay. In case if you want to call again same function on different place, no problem. You can write again. Call the same function. It will give you the list of city again. CITYLIST. City list. Console.log. Not only console.log. Now run this file. Check, are you getting the city 2 times or not? Ready? Hope we are checking. Here in console you can do CLS. I'll do here. Now after that I will call the function. Node space function 2. Function 2. Enter. See, it's printing how many times? 2 times. That meaning write once and use how many times? So many times. Whenever, like suppose in your project you have 10 pages and in each page you want to call the city list. So no problem, write a function some other place and same function call everywhere. So it will become a one to many. Write once and use many times. Okay. So hope we got this idea. This becomes a static function. Every time it will give the same output. Now we are going to write a dynamic function. So whenever we want some certain output, we will call the function, we will give the input and function will give us the output. That is called dynamic based on input. So go here in the same file, write here again, a function called add number. Add number function is called, and inside add number function, inside add number function, inside the add number function, we will receive two input as a n1 and n2. n1 and n2 will become as a two input. So whenever anyone will call this function, they will send two values, n1 as well as n2. n1 and n2. N1 and N2. Now under the N1, we will receive the N1 and N2 will create a variable called N3 equal to N1 plus N2. So under N1, what will come, we don't know. So we VAR N1 plus N2. N1 plus N2, N1 plus N2, N3. Come down, console.log, the addition of addition of N1 comma N2, N1 comma N2 comma N3. The addition of N1 and N2 will be as a N3. Okay, hope ready. Come now. Call the function add number. Pass inside 10 comma 20. 10 will go to N1 and 20 will go to the N2. Again call the same add number. There 30 comma 40. Call again same number, add number. There we pass 300 comma 500. The function is only one, but it will give the output based on okay. Ready? Come and check once. Same function, output is different or not? Output is different. No, if you give 10 plus 20, what is the addition? 30. 30 plus 40 addition is 70. 300, 500, addition is 800. Function is only one, call add number. And according to given input, the output is different. Addition is different.
Yes.
Hmm? Hmm? Which space? Where? Here. 10 and 20. Here I have put it icon. After Delhi, how a space will come here? Here you put slash n, then the space will come.
Here.
Where?
Add number.
Add number here. You want to give a space where after Delhi here in output.
Yes.
And put a slash n here, console.log slash n. Here in Delhi, there no Delhi. Here. Yeah. In Delhi. After Delhi, put slash n. After printing the Delhi, it will give you one line break. Two slash n you apply. Two time line break will happen after slash n automatically. Coming here, space will get applied automatically. Slash n will give two time line break. Okay, it is go next. We will come to that point. We have fat arrow method, inline function, with parameter, without parameter, or we have function with a dynamic parameter. Come to the next. So this we are able to pass how many value? Multiple value. Two value we have passed from here, two value we received here. Next file will create. In that we will understand how many way we can write the function. Okay, how many way we can write the function. That is example 3.js, function 3.js. Function 3.js. Okay, ready? Next, after that, write the first method. As we have written few times, function 1. Function 1. Console.log. Console.log from first function. From first function. Function 2. You will write like this. Var 2 equal to function. Console.log from second function. From second function. See how we wrote? Now come down below. Write one more var 3 equal to, this is called fat arrow function. Fat arrow function. Console.log from third function. All three is going to work. Ready? We need to print now. Call the function 1. Call the function 2. Call the function 3. Okay. Next, after that, let us run it. Node space function 3.use. All three functions will work. The way of writing is different. Okay, hope written. The middle one, what we have written the function to. Function 2 is called anonymous function. Middle 2 is called a function as anonymous function. Anonymous function. Or you can say function without name. The middle one, the function 2.
Right.
Anonymous function. Anonymous function. Okay, ready? First one is called the normal function, what people call function. Second one is called the anonymous function without name. Third one is called the fat arrow method. Okay, in that function keyword is not there. It's from the ECMA SK 5 and 6. ECMA 5-6 people use this both. Next, we can write this as an inline function also. How you will write as an inline function? Something like this. A variable 4 equal to something like this. You can write console.log this is single line function. This is single line function as a inline. No need to open the even flower bracket. Without flower bracket, we can use that directly. Okay, ready? Now come below 4, function 4. While writing inline function, we have some different type of, based on parameter, little changes will happen. Okay, 4 will work. Write one more like this. Var 5 equal to 5 equal to, no need to write this one. Directly you can receive as a parameter called input, and after that something like this, console.log your number is as a input. This is also possible. Now call the function for without parameter, no problem. Here also we can pass. Here also we are passing. Now let me go here and use the function 5. But while calling the function 5, we have to give some input because we have used a input variable over there as an argument. Third one is called function fat arrow method. fat arrow function. Fat arrow function.
Yes.
Fourth one you can say fat arrow method, single inline. By default, it will come in undefined. This is not optional parameter. You have to pass it. Whenever you call the fifth one, you have to follow that. You have to pass the value. Fifth one method, whenever we call, we must have to pass the value here. It's compulsory. By default, it will give you undefined. Okay, function which is that function 3 is giving here. Now, if you want to make optional, then you can use this method here. N1 equal to null. N1 equal to null. N-U-L-L, null. Okay, so it will not pass the null, so it will work. If you pass something, for example, we are not passing any here, it will work. It will give you a null. If it will pass here some value, 2000, then also it will work. So function with parameter, if you need optional parameter, you can use this method. But here you cannot keep input equal to null. It will give you the error. Karthik, everything I cannot teach in one day, like you all are not experienced. No,
No, sir, I'm having some doubts, sir.
no, here this line I have written. Other people cannot understand except you. Maybe you have some basic knowledge, but I cannot go in that way. Other people will get confused.
Oh, okay, sir.
Sequence. Okay, so we can make a note of how many ways we can write the function. This is the first method. This is the second method. This is called fat arrow method. Fat arrow method we can write using two ways. With input parameter, this is the option as a inline. Without input parameter, this is the option as a inline. These both are inline function. These both are inline function. Inline function. Both are inline function with parameter and without parameter. So the first one, what we call, it's become as an optional parameter. Second one become as a compulsory parameter. You have to pass at cost. What we have written, we'll go for the next file. Which function? Input is given how much? 200. It's printing. Here, function 4 you have given 400. The 400 what you have given, it will come under the N1. It will not give anything, it will give you the null. If you give some value, null will get replaced by 200. For example, look at here. I will call and I'll show you. Here, what is happening now? First time, this is single line function. What is the value? Null. Again, I call this the single line function. What is coming as a 200. Next, your number is 1000. But if I call this without any value, it will give us undefined. The last one will give me undefined. Okay, so let's go ahead. Next file. Next file will discuss on function with parameter and function without parameter. Function with parameter and function without parameter. There it will not pass parameter, how to manage it. So let's come next file, you write call function 4.js. Function 4.js. Function 4.js. Function 4.js. Please check once, remaining people, is it running? Function 3. Function 3 is working. Okay. If the function 3 is working, next file we are going to see like function with parameter, how to manage multiple parameter. While sending the multiple parameter, there is the two method. One method, we can write the number of parameter. Another method, without writing the parameter, we can find out how many number we have passed. Okay, but it is going to happen one by one, not all together. So let us come to the code now again. Okay, so come to the file, write inside a function. Let's follow the fat arrow method. A function call one, function one equal to, like inside the function one, you receive three value. N1 equal to null, N-U-L-L. N2 equal to null, N3 equal to null. Okay, N3 equal to null. Now we pass three values, N1, N2, N3, and default value for all the function. Default value for all the function be given as a null. Okay. So in this case, what is going to happen? If you are not going to pass any value, in case it will not pass any value, it will not give any error. It will not pass any value, it will not give you any error. For example, if I write here var n4 equal to n1 plus n2 plus n3, n1 plus n2 plus n3, console.log, the addition is comma n4. The addition is comma n4. Okay, today now come down below. Call the function 1 with no any value. Call the function 2, function 1 only. Call the function 1 only with the two value 10, 20. Call the same function 1 only with the three value 10, 20, 30. Now it will work in all the cases. Call the function with the single parameter also. Call the function with the single parameter also as a something like this. Okay, hope ready. Now come down. See the function one. How many variables we have? Three parameters, n1, n2, n3. Now for the n1 we given null value, n2 null, n3 is a null. In the first case when we are passing here, calling the function, we have not passed any value. In the first case we have not passed any value. So what will happen? Null plus null plus null will come as a 0. Second time we are passing as a 10. 10 plus null will be as a 10 only. Third place we are passing 10 plus 20. So it will go to n1 and n2. n3 will be empty. Third time we are passing n1, n2 and n3, all three values. So now even it is not going to throw any error and it will help you out the complete proper value. Something like this. Function 4 I will write. You can see it's not throw any kind of error at anywhere. Okay, look ready. Come down. What is happening now? All the places is not through any undefined. Even we have not passed anything, then also no undefined. And we have passed the value 1, 2, 3. For all we have passed, then also will. For 2 we pass. This method we can follow. This method we can follow. By default, instead of leaving as empty, we can give some default value, right? And after that, once the okay, once the user will come, he will enter the value. According to value, it is going to work. Now let me come down and copy the exact same thing, paste below. After a console.log, 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 paste this, keep the function 2, function 2. Remove from here as a null value. Let it be n1, n2, and n3. N1, n2, n3. Okay, n1, n2, n3. Now call the function 2 below.
This one is
Hmm. Which one? Function 1, function 2 we have to call now. Function 2, and function 2. Now save it, it will give you undefined. It will give you undefined. Let me go here. Sequence. See in the last, and nan is coming. NaN meaning not a number. NaN represent not a number. NaN represent not a number. Not a number. Second, so which method is best one? The first method. First method is the best method, where if you have one value, then also it will give the output. If you have two, then also it will give the output. If you have no value, then also it will give the default output. But the second method, what we have written, without any default value, it will give the error. Okay, it will give the error. Now let me see one more function. There dynamically we can find out how many input the user has asked, whether one input, two input, three input, or four input. There will be a function called argument.length. Argument.length. Okay, so write the next one. One more function like this. Function 3 after this. Come and paste here function 3. Make it is a function 4. 2, 3 we can make 3. Now we can go here, remove the number of parameter. Let us see once. This says argument dot length. Okay, base and then let me try what is happening here. Console.log. We can remove this and we can pass the argument is total argument argument dot length arguments dot length. This is going to help us dynamically identify how many value the user has passed. Now console.log line, call here, right inside 3. Under the 3 you will pass 10, 20. Again under the 3 you will pass 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. Under the same function we can pass as the empty, no any parameter. We need to check whether it is giving something or not. Is it giving any error or what is that? Hello? Yeah, tell me. Only in Bangalore we have office. Online, it's for the online. Okay, next after that, what is the error? Is error or something else? 4.js. The total argument is 5, 5, 5. How it is 5 here? Arguments dot length is 5. It says 5. How it is 5? Here the normal function is the template function that can arguments dot length. What is 5? It says 5. Okay. We have to use the base. Using the base, we have to find out the idea. Number function we have to call base, and after the base, okay, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay. Return base is saved. But why it is saying 5? No problem, we can find out. Function and params. Function dot length. Arguments dot length. Function 3. In the function 3, it says total 2, 4, 5. So it is saying arguments dot length means 5. What is print? It's the name of the function or something else. 5 every time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Let me change to the some other way. As a instead of fat arrow method, I'll try as a normal function because we want to know length we are able to capture or not. Then we can run the length and we can find out how many elements we have entered. Now see, this is finding exactly. Look at here. This will work properly. Try this. This method will work. Okay, hope we added. See now it is printing here 2 means at first time we are passing 2, second we are passing as a 3, third time we are passing as a 0. Now we can use a for loop here and print all the function. So for a variable I equal to 0, I less than arguments dot length. Geo arguments dot length. Now I plus plus I'll do, and how many parameters the user has passed, no matter. Arguments of I will print hopefully console.log arguments of I, it should print, and inside that after printing it should give a length is 3, so 3 times it will work. Okay, after finishing on that console.log, one line will get created. Okay, try this. So this happened. No need to fix the parameter, call the function. Argument.length will help us to write and understand it. Okay, ready? Now come to the CMD, run once and see it how that works. Function code. All will print. Argument number 2 means 1020. Argument number 3 means 1023. Argument 0 means nothing. This way it is going to. So you saw one place how to create a fixed number of parameter where you must have to pass the value. Another place you saw function with the optional parameter. We can pass also, we cannot pass. This becomes a required parameter. Every time we have to pass. And the third one becomes a based on full dynamic. You pass or not pass, no matter. Inside it will check the length, how many length are there. If the length is exist, then parameter is there. First parameter, second parameter, sequence wise it will find and it will go ahead. Value from here you are passing, no? Look at here. You pass from here 10 and 20. When you pass from here to value, you have to capture somewhere. Understand based on this. It will be clear. Here we have passed nothing, but whenever we call the function 3, it will take 3 variable. Now second will also will be wrong. Third will match properly. 10 will go to the n1, 20 will go to the n2, 30 will go to the n3. That meaning from one place you are sending the value, another place your container is ready. So n1 for n1 becomes a container. Under the n1 you are sending 10. It will go in the sequence. N2 becomes another container. There you will send as a 20. N3 become another container where you are sending how much? 30. Okay. So that is called as a argument and parameter. Where we are passing here, you can call it an argument. Where you are receiving here, that's become a parameter. Okay. So value we pass from here as a argument. Where we receive under the variable become a parameter. Okay, so hope working. The last method. We will work again some more different type of. Now, based on this function fat arrow method, what you have written, this is the function not 3. Function 2 become a function 2 is the fat arrow function. Function 1 is also fat arrow function. Now, once we enter under the array, then we will be using the fat arrow function like map, ng map, and then your ng for. Okay, both will work based on fat arrow method. We have here fat arrow method. The based on fat arrow method only, your map function and for each function is going to work. But for that we require an array. Okay, so we will be working on array as well tomorrow, and then we'll see. Tomorrow we have Saturday, right? Tomorrow we have Saturday. Weekend class will be there. Okay, so hope see you next day with array. We will work on array, and after that we will move ahead. Learn array, that Veena array from array onwards you will get assignment. I have lot of assignment, but array once we learn next class, array onwards you will start getting the idea. Okay, using only function you can print maybe something, but based on this, based on till what we have learned, we cannot make something very good, very solid assignment. So I have lot of work assignment, but from array onwards. Learn array, then I'll give you different type of pattern using function, without function, maybe using map, using for each. Okay, those things.
JavaScript